What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Or if you're new, hi, my name is Chris. Just a little bit about me. I'm a college student. I like to do lifestyle videos, including vlogs, and just kind of showing my day-to-day life. So if you guys are interested in any of that, be sure to subscribe. But today, obviously, I'm doing a What's on my iPhone video, and this video has been highly requested, and I actually did another What's on my iPhone video sometime last year, but I recently upgraded to the iPhone XS Max. I used to have the iPhone 7 Plus, but yeah, this is my baby. I'm gonna be showing you all the different apps that I have, how I organize them, all that sort of stuff. So that is what we're gonna be doing today. Also, before we get started, I want to thank Shoptagr for partnering with me on this video. I will talk more about them in just a bit, but yeah, if you guys want to see what's on my iPhone, keep on watching. So Shoptagr is a web app that you can actually use on your laptop and also on your phone, which is really convenient. Shoptagr is great because if there's ever a time where you're just browsing, I like to look through Urban Outfitters a lot. Ads for certain items will come up on my Instagram and I click on it. Maybe I want to save it, so I save it to my Shoptagr. It'll save the item for you and let you know when there's like a price drop, or if something's out of stock, you know, it'll let you know when it comes back in stock. You can get push notifications to your phone or through email. There's been so many times where I see something that I like, but it's full price and, you know, I'm just like not ready to buy it. So if I just save it and wait, Shoptagr will remind me. It's really easy to install on your laptop or your phone. You just have to go to your browser and add it as an extension. Once you have that all set up, if you're shopping on any of the 1,000 sites that Shoptagr is like linked with, you can choose when you want Shoptagr to notify you, whether that just be restock or a price drop. And you can also save it to different lists, so you can have like a wish list. I have one for back to school stuff. Putting Shoptagr to use during this time of the year is great because you get to shop all the, you know, sort of post-holiday sales. So I would definitely recommend you guys download it. I'll leave the link to download Shoptagr down below so you guys can get to shopping and saving. I'm a little bit off-centered right now, but that's because I'm gonna be showing you exactly what's on my screen so you can see, you know, what I'm looking at. We can just walk through all this together. Like I said, this is the iPhone XS Max. Honestly, the past 3 months with this thing has been amazing. My bank account really took a blow with this one, but definitely worth it. I don't regret it. It was basically like my big Christmas present to myself, so that's kind of how I'm justifying it. I have a case on it right now, but I have the gold iPhone. I kind of wish that I just got black or something because I don't know, you can't really see the gold anyways. And then I just recently got this new case. It's from Wildflower. This is actually limited edition. I'll link it down below for you guys if you want to check it out. Basically, it looks like a California license plate, and what's really cool about it is that you can customize it to say whatever you want. So I have like my Instagram handle or whatever. It just says @SF Crisco. It's protective and it's just like totally my style. I love the black and the yellow. So yeah, that's my case. And then as far as my lock screen goes, I have a beautiful picture of the Golden Gate Bridge. I took this I don't know, a couple weeks ago. Now I'm gonna unlock it. What's really weird is that my Face ID has not been working for like the past month or so. If you guys don't know, the new iPhone can actually unlock your phone just by using facial recognition, and so you don't have to type in your passcode every time. In my settings, oh wait, let me see if this will work. I haven't tried resetting it in a while, so maybe it'll work this time. This is so weird. Maybe I might be able to fix my Face ID. We'll see. Okay. Oh! What? Okay, for the longest time, I swear to God, my Face ID did not work. Wait, let's try it. Oh my God, now it works. Wow. So if you're on my home screen, this is what you see. Since the last time I made this video, nothing too drastic has changed as far as like how I organize my apps and stuff. I kind of like to color coordinate my apps. If you can't tell, I have like reds up at the top, then orange to green to blue to purple, and then blacks and grays or whatever. And I've had it like this for so long that I'm kind of used to where everything is. I'm just gonna run through all the basic apps. We don't really need to go too in depth about everything. I have my calendar obviously up at top, so I always know what day it is. I have my YouTube app, which I am always on because obviously like I'm uploading videos, I watch other people's videos. I have my Gmail app, which I mostly use for like my YouTube email, and then I have like my mail app down below at the corner, which I use for all my other email addresses. Next, I have my photos app, which I really need to go through and clear out one day because I have so much stuff on there. 1,500 videos. I think I have like 14,000 photos. But what's nice about this phone is that now I have 256 gigabytes of storage. Next, more basic apps: calculator, news, notes, find friends, FaceTime. WhatsApp is a group messaging app that I use with one of my volleyball teams. Jin is what I use for my sorority. We have a calendar, we have a place where people can put announcements. Not too exciting either. I have 3 different map things. So I have the maps that the phone comes with, I have Google Maps, and then I also have Waze. Out of those 3, I always just use Google Maps, but people have been saying that Waze is a really good app because people will report certain things, like if they Other ways users can report certain things that they see, whether there's a crash on the freeway or if there's a cop posted up. It keeps you aware of like what's on the road. I have this Mr. Chili app, which is basically just a weather app for San Francisco, because in different areas of the city it can be different temperatures. Usually like where I am, more towards like the beach and the coast, then it's a lot colder than where it might be like in downtown or Chinatown or something. Then I have the normal weather app. I check this all the time, or I ask Siri to check it for me. Right now, if you're wondering, it is raining in San Francisco. It is 51 degrees out. I have yet to step outside of my house today, but from the looks of it, it is pouring. Next, I have Safari. Oh, that's awkward. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm wearing this cool little crew neck thing, and I looked it up because I wanted to know like what those actual cups are called. Solo jazz cups. Next, I have Shazam, which I always use if I'm ever in a place and I hear a song that I like, then I just quickly Shazam it and it'll tell me the song. I've discovered quite a few gems using Shazam in random places, and it's really cool because it connects to your Spotify. So I think Spotify automatically does this for you, but if you go to your own playlist, there's one called My Shazam Tracks, and it basically has all the songs that you've ever Shazammed, which is so nice and super convenient. Next, I have Apple Music. I don't use it. Spotify all the way. I have the podcast app here, but most of the times if I'm listening to podcasts, I'm usually listening to it on Spotify. I have my beloved camera. Oh my god, the camera on this thing is amazing. It has just like stepped up the Instagram game for me. It's actually insane. Oh, this is my little filming setup right here. The camera quality on this phone is phenomenal. I think there's like 2 cameras, so I think the technology behind it is that it takes 2 pictures and kind of like meshes it together and just creates this high-res, super good quality photo. Next, we got Uber, because Uber everywhere. Next, I have my Bird app, which is a scooter company that I most often use when I'm back at school. They have them all over campus, and if you guys don't have this in your city, basically there's just scooters on the streets. It's just really convenient, especially on campus, because if I need to get to class, it's all the way across, I don't want to walk, then yeah, it's really good. The 4 apps that I have on the bottom that just stay there all the time are my mail app, my messages, my phone calls, and my app store. Moving on to my next page, we have all my sort of social media apps and just other folders grouped into different little categories. Again, I've got the whole color coordination thing going on. First app I have here is Pinterest, which I've actually been using a lot more lately. If you want to follow me on there, go ahead. I've just kind of been taking some inspiration from it. There's a lot of really good quotes. I get a lot of fashion inspiration from it. Pinterest is like Tumblr for adults, I would say. So sometimes if I'm bored, I'll just browse through that. Next, I have SoundCloud, which I use not too often. Oh my gosh, why? Okay, hold on. I'm dealing with some technical difficulties here. I'm just now realizing that instead of hooking up my iPhone and recording it like through my laptop, I could have just done a screen recording. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. So next I have SoundCloud, which I don't use that often anymore. I used to be super into it, like finding cool remixes and stuff. I do have some playlists here, and then I also every now and then will like stuff. Next, I've got Snapchat. Gotta love Snap. Really only use it to talk to friends. I don't post on my Snapchat story as much as I used to because of Instagram stories taking over the world. If you want to add me, go ahead and do so. I'll leave my Snap code here if you want to scan it. Next, I have Spotify, which I could honestly not live without. You guys know how much I love Spotify. I'm always listening to music in the car, at home, getting ready, whatever. Me and my Spotify, we've come a long way, and I'm really proud of it. I have a ton of different playlists. I like to do monthly faves, and then I also have a bunch of different stuff for different moods. I've been obsessing over my workout remixes one, Sad Girls Only, for all my girls who are going through something. I've got my country playlist. Gotta love that one. So yeah, go ahead and follow me on there. You can just search for my name, Chris Huey, or I think my username for Spotify is Chris was here with 3 S's. Next, we have Twitter, which I don't use ever, and I'm kind of happy about it because I used to be obsessed with it, and honestly, like, it's just people ranting. Yes, there's like memes and trends that go around on Twitter, but I don't know, I'm not really like super into that. Next, I have LinkedIn, which is like a professional networking app. I don't really think I need to go into that. Next, I have Facebook, but this is more private and it's just for people in my personal life. Tumblr, I still have my Tumblr app, even though I rarely go on it. If you guys are wondering, this is my Tumblr. I really like how it looks like on a desktop though. But you know, sometimes if I'm really bored, I find myself scrolling through this. I've got Instagram, which is like my favorite social media app. I love Instagram. Ooh, that's how that's just posted. Make sure to follow me on Instagram because I love posting on there. I've been posting some good content lately. I just recently did a photo shoot with my friend Matt, and we took some really cool pictures by like the bridge and stuff. so I posted that the other day. Honestly, I'm not obsessive over having a certain aesthetic or theme to my Instagram. I just post whatever I want, whether it be outfit pictures or selfies or pictures with friends or my dog or my family. I'm always posting on my Instagram story, so oh hey, it's me. By far Instagram is probably like my top oh, social media app. GroupMe, which is another sort of group messaging app that I use with another volleyball team. Now moving on to all my little folders. I like to organize things by category just so it's easier on the eye and easier to navigate. I have my YouTube folder, which just has anything that relates to YouTube. Next we have my editing folder, which has all my sort of photo editing apps. I don't use all of them. Honestly, I could probably delete a lot of these. The ones that I do use most often would probably have to be VSCO, Unum, Unfold, and Photo Wonder. VSCO obviously is like an app where you can just throw on a filter. I use it for Instagram posts, for my YouTube thumbnails. Here, let's just go through one, I guess. This photo right here that I took, it's just a selfie of me up in Tahoe. Usually I'll just throw one filter on it. I always use C1 and then I just kind of adjust it like that. That's pretty much all I use VSCO for. Unum is the app that I use to kind of like lay out my Instagram posts. But again, I told you guys I don't have an Instagram theme, but before I post something, I do like to kind of plan out what I'm gonna post. You can like move around, switch around the boxes just to see like how everything will look when it's on your feed. Unfold. Oh, this is probably a good app that a lot of people would be interested in because this is the app that a lot of people use for their Instagram stories. So I posted this the other day on my story and I took 2 different photos that I had. Basically, you can make collages. There's just like a bunch of different ones that you can choose from. Polaroid one, you can, I don't know, add 2 photos like this. You can also add cool text like so, and then you just save that and you can post it on your Instagram story. But yeah, this is a cool way to spice up your stories. Facetune, which honestly, I don't use that much. There's a freaking picture of my dim sum here. I don't know why that is. I know some people go ham with Facetune and like, you know, morph their bodies and whatnot, but honestly, I'm like way too lazy for that. Next, we have highy, which is an older app. I think when it first came out, everyone was using it, but it is a really cool app in the sense that you can put like a vintagey sort of filter on it. See this one? Yeah, it makes it look like it was taken from like a Fujifilm camera, and then it puts like the little timestamp. Next, I have some other apps that I really don't use. I should probably delete. This one is definitely worth mentioning. Some people have asked me how I do like the vintage videos on my Instagram story, and I use this app. So let's just pick a video. Let's do this one right here. I'm working out in the gym. You can like choose what kind of filter you want, and then once you put your video through this app, it'll just add that like cool little vintagey effect to your videos. So that, if you've been wondering, is what I use. Next, I have all my shopping apps. I already talked about Shoptagr. I use that when I'm browsing online and stuff. Next, I have POSHMARK, which I use to sell clothes. Depop is also another app that I've used in the past to sell clothes. Retail Me Not is just an app where you can find coupons for stores, whether it's in-store or online. It never hurts to check if there's a coupon before you purchase something, so you can just search up a store or a brand and they'll let you know if there's a coupon available. I love Dote. I have my own little Dote profile. I've worked with them in the past. I host giveaways with them every now and then, so if you want to follow me, go ahead and do so. If you guys are new to Dote, you can use my coupon code Chris and get $5 off of your first purchase. I have the Goodwill app because you can locate different Goodwills around you, and sometimes they also have like special deals or like promos going on in stores. So if like certain tags are, you know, more on sale, they'll let you know. Then these next 2 apps, Sneakers and StockX, those are both like shoe apps, I guess you could say. Sneakers is by Nike, and so if they have new releases coming out, they'll let you know. I'm honestly not that big of a shoe head. Every now and then I like to check on this just to see if there is a pair of shoes that I want. StockX I still haven't ordered from yet, but like they have some really nice Adidas shoes. Just have it just in case I ever want to do some browsing. Next, I have the Urban Outfitters app because literally my favorite store. Moving on to my school folder, there's nothing really too exciting here. I have my Canvas app, which is what San Jose State uses for its students. All your courses are listed here. Obviously it's still winter break, so none of my classes are in yet. You can check your grades here, you can check assignments, due dates, all that sort of stuff. And then all these other apps are basically like Google apps, like Slides, Drive, Sheets, Docs. Next, I have my money folder, which has Chase, Capital One, which are like the 2 banks that I use. I have Venmo, PayPal. These are just all my apps that have to do with money and transactions and all that. I also decided to throw in like my ticket apps. So Ticketmaster, AXS, and Eventbrite. So if I ever purchase a ticket online, that is where I go to access my tickets. Also, I have my wallet, which has more tickets and boarding passes and all that. Next we have fitness. I rarely ever use this folder. I used to use the NRC app a lot, Nike Run Club. I used to work at Nike, so I used to go on the runs that they would host. Oh, obviously. I haven't used it in a while though because I don't really run anymore. I have Headspace, which is a really good meditating app. I should probably use this more in my free time. It's really good. You can like listen to it in the morning. Just set aside like 15 minutes of your morning to relax, and I don't know. I don't really use it. Oh, I have the SoulCycle app, which I'm gonna start using more because I have like 7 classes that I have available to use. I'm waiting to go back to SoulCycle with my big, and maybe if I'm ever down in LA, I'll do a SoulCycle class there. It is kind of pricey, but I do have a gift card and a couple other classes that I already prepaid for. Calm is another one of those meditation apps, obviously. Take a deep breath. Oh, I have all these great apps, but a lot of them I don't even use, so maybe I should start using them. Okay, and then productivity. This basically has all the apps that I don't really use. I just threw it in its own separate folder. I have a small little food folder for Yelp. Always use Yelp if I'm ever in an area and I want to know what restaurants to go to. Reading reviews and looking at photos of places before I go there, and even when I'm at a restaurant, it helps me decide like what I should eat. Tap and Go. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't even use Tap and Go. Bye-bye. The Starbucks app, which I'm always using because I'm always going to Starbucks. I'm always like reloading money into my card so that I can get points for it or whatever. So every now and then I'll get a free drink or a free food item. So yeah, I would recommend this Starbucks app if you go there a lot. GHC, that is Greek House Chef. This is basically the app that I use to check what's going to be on our menu for the week at my sorority house. We're very lucky that we have a chef who cooks meals all week at our house, and he always posts on the menu what's going to be for lunch and for dinner, and so I always just check up on this. Next we have random apps that are not interesting. Next we have travel, which I have all like my airline apps for boarding passes and whatnot. Honestly, just all things relating to booking hotels, flights. Lastly, we have my games folder, which I never ever touch. I just have them for the sake of having them. Flappy Bird, if you guys remember that game, you guys know. I haven't deleted it because you can't get it on the App Store anymore, so it's just like part of me's holding on to it. I'm not the kind of person to get addicted to games, so yeah. I have one other little swipe, so if you swipe to the left or right, I don't know, whatever, I have my health app here. Sometimes I just like to look at my home screen without seeing all the apps covering it. I mean, in this case, my lock screen and my home screen are the same thing, so I don't really need to do this, but that's the only reason why my health app is there. It's just there so I can look at the picture. Alrighty, well that just about wraps up everything that is on my iPhone. I hope I went in depth enough with you guys. Maybe this gave you some inspiration of how you want to organize your apps, or I don't know, maybe it was just entertaining to you. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Ow, I just hit my hand on the chair. Anyways, thank you guys again so much for watching. That is it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one.